Hey guys, so for day 30, I'm going to be doing a voodoo doll nail. And I just real quick wanted to show this practice nail that I did back when I was in cosmetology school and we were doing our nail segment. I did create that little voodoo doll nail, and it was originally inspired by a tattoo that I got for Friday the 13th. So to start off, I'm just going to be doing some patchwork nails. I'm going to use Starstruck and Sail Away from Nail Reserve and Florist and Mimosa from Madam Glam. And real quick, when I was looking to get the links for everything on Nail Reserve's website, I was looking for Starstruck, and I guess they are not Starstruck, Sail Away, and I guess they don't sell that anymore, so that will not be linked down below, but all the other colors that I used for this set will be linked. And I do have discount codes for both Nail Reserve and Madam Glam in case you are interested in purchasing any gel polishes from either one. Those will be down in the description below. So now back to the nail art. I am doing a patchwork design. I'm just going in right now with Sail Away and drawing on some random shapes onto the nails. I do all of the blue first and then cure for 60 seconds. Then I move on to the next color, do that across all the nails, cure for 60 seconds, and so on and so forth. That was just easier to do than doing one nail and having to clean my brush off in between each color every time. I was just doing one color at a time and drawing the shapes on each nail and then cleaning my brush and then doing the next color and the next color and the next color. And I did do 2 coats of each color, and I cured each coat for 60 seconds. So this is my final design for the month of October. Like I said in one of my very early on videos, I am not doing a whole new design for Halloween, which is tomorrow. I just feel like it's too late at that point to do a whole new design, so I am just going to take all of the designs that I've already done and make a compilation video for them all, and that is what I am going to post for Halloween. Doing a whole set for every day of October has been a lot of work and a little bit difficult at times. I did want to give up at one point, after I did that first Disney nail set. I was just so discouraged and wanted to give up, but I didn't. I just decided to change some designs that I was doing, scrap all of the character nail art that I was going to do, and do some easier stuff, which I'm happy I did end up sticking with it and following through and doing all these different designs. But like I said, this was a lot of work. I film everything on my phone and then I edit everything on my tablet, and neither one has very much storage space, so I'd have to film a couple videos on my phone. Depending on the length, I could get like 2 or 3 videos done, send them over to my tablet, edit those, delete the videos off of my phone to open up some of that storage space, edit the videos on my tablet, get them uploaded up to YouTube, then delete the videos off of my tablet so I can open up the storage space to edit more videos. And it was just a constant back and forth of doing that, and I was working on these sets every single day in September. I spent the entire month of September filming and editing, and like it just took a lot of energy to do all of this. So yeah, if you couldn't tell by now, all of these videos were pre-recorded, pre-edited way back in September. I planned everything out in August. I drew up all of my designs in August and came up with all of my designs then, and then started filming them and editing them in September. Although I did have to switch some designs in the middle of September because, like I said, that Disney set threw me for a loop. So yeah, everything was all pre-done. I'm not doing this like actually every day of October. I've decided to take a break here in October and not film anything because, like I said, this was a whole lot of work and planning, and I just need a break now. I actually am going to be doing one set in October, but that is not going to be until closer to the end of October because it is going to be my Halloween nails that I'm going to wear for Halloween. So obviously I can't do them here in September and have them last that long. And still have them, look good and not be all grown out. So I am waiting to do those until closer to Halloween. So that one will be the only one that is like kind of like real time, like filmed and edited, while the rest of these are pre-recorded and everything. And I'm sure you've been watching these videos and seeing like my nails being different. Like they'll be, they won't have anything on them. Then the next one they'll have like black nail polish on them. Then the next video they'll have nothing. And then the next one I'll have like new gel polish, or like one video will have chipped black gel polish. And then the next one has fully fresh painted gel. I filmed these all out of order. I did not go in the order of when they were supposed to be posted. I just went in the order that I felt I could handle. Like if I woke up that day and felt like I didn't want to do anything too complicated, I would stick to the more easy designs to do that day and then save the complicated ones for another day. Or if I felt like I could take on the more complicated ones, then I would do the complicated ones, save the easier ones for another day where I just wouldn't feel like really doing anything. So they are kind of filmed out of order, and you can really tell based on what's going on with my nails and how they look. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching these. I really do appreciate it. I know it probably was a little overwhelming to see a new video uploaded by me every single day. You probably got so sick and tired of me too, hearing my voice and watching me do nails every single day instead of just the once a week. But starting back in November, I'll be going back to only doing once a week. That is really all I can handle at the moment. It's just filming and uploading once a week. Every day was a whole lot to take on, and I don't really know if I have the capacity to do more than one upload a week at the moment. Especially now seeing how difficult it was to do every single day. Granted, I know if I upload twice a week, it's not going to be as stressful or as difficult as every day, but it's still going to be more work than doing once a week. Maybe someday I'll get to the point where I can do 2 uploads a week, But for now, I am just going to continue with my Saturday uploads. I'm also probably not going to do this again next year, just seeing how stressful this was for me this year. Last year I did something similar. I mentioned this in an earlier video, except for I just did it on Instagram Reels instead of doing here on YouTube. I also only did one nail instead of a whole 5 nail set. So, I might do that again next year. I don't know. I'll have to see what I can come up with. But, I'm definitely not going to do this whole video 5 nail set thing again. So now that I just rambled on through half the video, let me get back to talking about what I'm doing. You just saw me do the outline and the stitches. I did that with Perfect Black from Madam Glam. And after I got all that on, I did cure for 60 seconds. Now I'm going in and creating the little voodoo dolls. I am taking that sculpting gel and I'm mixing the nude, some brown, and a little bit of yellow to create like a tannish color, because voodoo dolls are made out of that, like, I think it's like burlap. I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong. Or like the like potato sacks. Anyhow, I'm just mixing that up to create that kind of color. There are some black flecks in there, as you can see. That came from the nude container when I was scooping it out. The container was like scraping off into the nude sculpting gel. At first I thought there was something on my cuticle pusher, but there wasn't, and the black just kept showing up the more I scooped it out, so I realized it was the container and not my cuticle pusher, and I just left it in there. I thought it added a little bit to the design itself, making it look that like not perfect or whatever, you know. It made it look like it was made out of like random scrap material that you found, that I feel like voodoo dolls are kind of made out of, or at least that's how they're depicted most of the time, like they're made out of that sack material or something. So now I'm just going in and putting the little pieces on the nail, and then kind of forming them and sculpting them with my silicone tools. And I don't cure each piece that I get on and sculpt out, because I want it to blend into each other easily. I probably could get them to blend together if they were cured, but I just felt like if I waited to cure until after I got the entire doll done, that it'd be easier to smooth it all out and blend it all together. And I just keep messing with it until I get it how I want it. And then once it is how I want, I go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. And like I always say, when you are using the sculpting gels, you do want to make sure you're wearing gloves when using it. That way, if you do touch it with your hands, you don't end up developing allergies. And I know in my drawing I had a voodoo doll on each nail. I decided not to do that. That was going to be way too much work. So I only did 2 voodoo dolls. I did one on the pointer nail and one on the ring nail. Oh, I forgot. Before I did cure, I went in and added some texture onto the little doll with my cuticle pusher. Like I said, I think it's made out of burlap, and it has like that textured look to it. I ended up doing this for no reason because the matte top coat that I went over with afterwards ended up filling in all those little ridges and everything, so it ended up just being untextured anyways. So now I'm taking more of that. I'm just using the nude that I mixed up instead of mixing up some other colors or getting out other clays, because I had plenty of it, and I'm making little pins to stick onto the voodoo dolls. I rolled out some little like skinny pieces, little like worm looking pieces, and then I rolled out some circles for the pin head. And then after I got these all rolled out and made up, I did cure for 60 seconds. Now I'm going in with Energize Your Day, and I'm painting the pin heads. I was just going to dip it into it, but that wasn't working. So then I just went ahead and painted each one individually, which worked out a whole lot better. Then I cured those for 60 seconds. And then I used this metallic chrome gel polish that I have to paint the needle part of the pins, and then I cured those for 60 seconds. I actually flash cured them before putting them in the light, just in case I did accidentally like flip it over when I put it into the light, it wouldn't really get messed up or anything. And then once I got them all in the light, I cured for 60 seconds. Now I'm just going in and drawing the faces on my voodoo dolls. I'm using Perfect Black by Madame Glam. And once I get the faces drawn on, I cure for 60 seconds. These voodoo dolls kind of look like gingerbread men. So, if you wanted to do 3D gingerbread for winter or Christmas, you just do it like this, and I mean, you'll just paint them differently because gingerbread men don't typically have the X's for the eyes and the like stitches on their mouths, but they have kind of the same body. Or I guess you could do like the X's and stitches for the gingerbread too if you wanted to do like a dead gingerbread type of look. I'd also probably use a little bit more brown and maybe do some orange to give it that like gingerbread color, because this is more of a tannish color than a gingerbread color. But anyways, now I'm just going in and drawing on the hearts onto their little bodies. I just dot on 2 dots and then connect those with my liner brush, and then I cure that for 60 seconds. Then I wipe everything down with alcohol before going in with my matte top coat. And like I've been saying, for every single design that I've matte top coated this month, wiping the nails off with alcohol before going in with the matte top coat just makes sure that you don't get the smudging and smearing that matte top coat does to your nail art sometimes. And then after I got the top coat all on, I did cure for 60 seconds. And while patchwork and voodoo dolls are usually matte, I did just want to go ahead and show you what it would look like if you were to top it with shiny top coat. And this is what it looks like with the matte top coat. I am now also going in and adding in on my pins that I created. I'm just taking some no wipe rhinestone glue and putting a little dot on with my dotting tool, and then sticking the tip of the pin on and flash curing that real quick just to hold it in place. Then I do cure for a full 60 seconds in my big lamp. These pins are not secure like very well. They're also really long. I did make them a little bit too long for this. They're also not very practical to have on the nail because they are going to get stuck on everything and snag, and they will break off. You're going to see in a little bit that one of them actually did break off. So if you are going to do this set, I don't recommend doing the pins if you're doing it 3D. If you do want the pins, you want to paint it all on instead. But if you want the 3D element, you can't really do the pins because they're just gonna snap right in half. They're so flimsy and fragile. But this is what they look like, and they are so cute. I do really like the pins, but like I said, they're not practical at all. I really love these patchwork nails and these colors together. They're just so cute, and the little voodoo dolls themselves are just so cute. So the pin that's in the head of this doll, it did break off. Once I put them on and as I was walking out to go take pictures and videos, it snagged on the pinky nail and snapped right off. So like I said, those pins are not practical at all whatsoever. They're cute for like pictures and videos, or like if you're just going to display this nail set. But if you're going to actually wear them, you don't want those pins. Or like I said, if you do want the pins, you want to paint the dolls and the pins on. Even though that one is missing a pin, this set is still super cute and I really love it. I feel like this was a good set to end October with. I just want to say thank you again for sticking with me throughout all of October and watching these videos, and I really hope you enjoyed each and every single one.